Nitro type video with Dragon. Today I will be doing a review of all the cars in 2020, and while I'm at it, I will be ranking them. So you'll be able to see my least favorite and my favorite car from 2020. So there are a lot of them, approximately 24 cars that came out, quite a lot, a little bit more than last year because last year there was 21. But with that, let's get straight into ranking these cars from 2020. My least favorite car from 2020 was the Wave Breaker, as you could see. And this is a little ironic because it was from the first season. My next one is the Tigrine, then the Whiplash XS, and then the Space Z. The reason I'm not a big fan of this one is because to me it didn't quite look too much like a rocket or the Space X one, which was, I'm pretty sure, what it was trying to represent. Then in comes the Wrapped Flyer. The reason I'm not a big fan of this one is because I thought it was a little chaotic. But now to the Land Rover Evar. So there's that one, and the next one is the Festive Tank. The reason this one's there is the same reason the Wrapped Flyer was, a little bit too chaotic and crazy for my liking. Now in comes the Champus Wild Ride. This one's actually getting near to the ones I start to like a little bit more. But now to the Screw Tank. The reason that this one's not higher is because I'm not a big fan of the animation that goes along with it, because it was a little bit crazy while you're on the track with that car. Now, here is the Jet Bike. This one is actually not bad, and even the animation isn't bad. Tumbling down comes the Timber Speeder. I actually do like this one quite a bit because it is based on like one of those little log rides that you ride at a theme park, which can be actually pretty fun. But I like the ones that you are about to see more than the Timber Speeder. Now we're to the Broadwing. This one just looks like a pretty cool car in general. And now, the 9-bit racer. The reason this one is this high on the list is mainly because I've always wanted the 8-bit racer, and I was pretty excited when they introduced the 9-bit racer because it is pretty similar to the 8-bit racer. Ready for some math? Well, here is the Calcutron. This one, I actually think they should have introduced with Nitro Math, if they're still planning on doing that, because it is more of a math car. I do get that it was for back to school themed, which does still make sense, but still, really? Oh well, let's go to the next one, which is the Hover Bike. So this one I mainly just like because I like how it is flying above the ground in theory, and the animation with this one is probably one of my favorite animations. But now to the Waffle Wampus Wagon. I just like this one because it's waffles and wampuses, a strange combination. Here comes the Hydroplaner. Some reason this one a lot of people actually didn't like, but I like it, so oh well, it is where it is. But to the next one. The Error 500. Doesn't look like an Error to me, but does look like a really nice looking car. So there we go. To the next one. Now to the Bimmer Prism. This car actually fits very well with this time of year because it is a New Year themed car, and personally I really like the looks of it. I think they did a really good job on the Bimmer Prism. But now to the Vapor. This name of a car is a very strange name, but it does look really cool, so it's in 5th. 4th place goes to the Heart. Well, that's a strange car. No, I mean the Heartbreaker. So that car actually looks really cool. It kind of reminds me of a Hunger Games type look, but overall it is an amazing looking car. In my opinion, of course. But we have now made it to the top 3 cars, and the 3rd place goes to the Web Mobile Spider. The reason this one's there is because it is a Gotham-based car and actually looks like a spidery type car, or should I say spidery type Gotham. So overall, very well done. But now to 2nd, which goes to the X1 Eclipse. I really enjoyed this car because I just like the sci-fi type look and the shape of it. So that is why this one is in 2nd. But now for the big reveal, the 1st place car goes to the McLarlo Senna. The reason this one is because it's a very cool looking sports car, and I always like the looks of a good looking sports car. So there we go. There's the list of 24 cars that came out in 2020. So other than that, I hope you enjoyed seeing that list. But now let's go to the garage and wrap up this video. So here I am in the garage with the winner of my rankings, and the McLaren Lucina wins. So other than that, I just want to mention a few other things. Speaking of the car that I was in at the beginning of the video, the Porsche Cobalt. If you were wondering why I was in that for the beginning of the video, that was actually because you may have seen it already, but last year I did ranking all 2019 cars, and that was the winner. If you haven't seen that video already, feel free to watch it by clicking on the end screen when it pulls up, or by clicking on the right-hand corner. It should be pulling up right now. One final thing to mention, besides checking out Dragon 3D, is that I didn't include the Lamborghini Xmas LTC because it was a car that came back from 2016, so it didn't really count as a new car for 2020. Other than that, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and bye!